Welcome on in everyone. This is a new mod map called North Marsh. It looks absolutely amazing and it's pretty big. There are a couple farms. We start with a bunch of different areas. So we start at field 21, field 39. We go up here, field 49. We start with this farm right here. This farm has a large petrol tank, two stainless steel fertilizer tank, a small grain tank, chickens. We're gonna go see the chicken coop. So here's the grain tank, pretty small. Is that a grain tank? No, that's a mineral feed and seed tank. Sorry. I thought that was a grain tank. We got your garage doors. You can store some vehicles or some possibly some hay or straw. And then we go over here. This is your solid fertilizer, gas tank, and then cow farm? Nope, vehicle garage. Okay. Why did I say that was a cow farm? I don't know. Over here looks to be the chicken coop. Can hold 360 chickens. Not bad. This over here is the cow farm pasture, whatever. So we go around here. This opens up. Very similar to one that's on another map. I think this is a base game cow pen. That could be wrong. Holds 80 cows. That's pretty small, but I'm sure you can put more down if you buy enough places. And then let's see, we got cows, the manure heap. Pig pen is over yonder. Trying right over here. Is this the pig pen? It is. 108 pigs you can have here. Let's see. This door opens up. This one opens up. So I'm not sure what this area is for here. But I like... Oh, Houston, I'm stuck. There we go. That might be a little bit of a problem if someone tries to walk in there and get stuck. You got your slurry over here. And then we have... Oh, that's a building. Okay, we don't own that. So that's the farm. And then we go down here and we own field 57, field 11, and field 73. We don't own any of this down here. What is all this? Greenhouse? Yeah. So why the plots are spread over? Oh, and we own field. Oh, that's the edge of the map, I guess. Or is it? Shows it as a field, but maybe it's grass pasture. Maybe that's why. So anyway, we do own all this. We don't. Let's see. Do we have any? I didn't look to see if we had any extra crop types. Nope, we don't. Okay. We have field grass. I don't, and I think that's it for extra crop types. Everything is growing right now, so because we have, we don't really have many good places to farm by our little ranch here. So honestly, what I kind of want to do is I'll wait till the stuff is grown, and then we're gonna sell some of the land. You also start with some decent items. You start for class Exion 800, 205 horsepower. It's a medium tractor. A harvester that we're gonna sell because I'm not gonna use that. Trailer, we'll keep this one for now because I don't think we'll have that much. We're gonna sell this header. You start with your normal stuff: plows, power harrows, cultivators, things like that. We're gonna sell these and get something different. You also start from more, which is different. You don't usually see that. Forge wagon, baler. I will keep that baler for right now. So that leaves us for $387,000. Not a whole lot to play with, but we'll figure that out. Let's fine tune this beauty of a tractor. So we're gonna put a bigger motor. Oh no, we're not, are we? Hang on. 205. Yep, 295 horsepower is as far as we can go with this. Narrow tires. We'll do 100% tire volume. Design. Because this is a EU map, we're gonna keep it European. All right. So that's done. Next thing we need to do, fertilizer. Actually, before that, precision farming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy the plots for the precision farming, and I'm expecting not good yield the first time. Let's see, what else did I miss? These two down here. So we got a mixture of different soil types. Field 39, we have sandy loam and loomy sand. Field 27, we have a little bit of sandy loam. Then we got loam. Then we got silty clay. Field 73, again, we have loam, loomy sand, and sandy loam. Field 57 is clay and some loam. And up here it's all loam with a little bit of sandy loam. So definitely got some different some different soil in this region. So it's gonna be hard to say whether or not we're gonna get good yields. I'm gonna go ahead right away. I'm going to lime, and then we're gonna fertilize all of our land. I'm doing this right off the bat just because it may not make a whole lot of sense. In reality, you probably wouldn't even do this. You would do it after you harvest, but I'm hoping that will give me a little bit more of a better yield potential. So we're gonna buy this fertilizer spreader. And then we're going to buy some lime. I think 6 bags should fill that up. I don't even think we need 6 bags, but we'll see. Oops, I need to hook it the other way. So we're going to fill this up, and then we're going to go lime, and then we're going to fertilize. I'm not going to roll. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Well, actually, it doesn't really hurt to roll, I guess. Let's see. Let's see what the rocks are looking like here. So I'm going to take these off for right now. So, that field's fine. Our fields look fine for the most part. I mean, there's some stones along the edge. but they don't look like they need to be rolled. So we're just gonna leave them like that. I think they'll be fine. I mean, we're only losing now on like a 5% yield, which does make a difference if you do everything correctly. It should come out to 120% yield bonus, if done properly. And we're gonna need more lime. I don't know why I only bought 6 bags, but I thought for sure we were gonna need more, or we weren't gonna need more than 6. For some reason I was thinking it was 6 to fill it up, but I think it's 12 or 8. Might even be 8. Okay, there's 7, 8. So 9 altogether. But we'll just leave this like this for now. So let's go to the farm. Trying to figure out where we start. We're by field 25. Sometimes it's hard to see in the map where we actually are. Oh, I see where we are. Okay. Doesn't help, I'm like half blind. So we're gonna start in lime, and I'm not sure if I'm going the correct way. This map's very well done, I must say. Oh shit. Come on. Houston, we have a small problem. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Yep, we got it. Alright. Oof. Why am I stuck? Dude, if I lose all this slime already, I'm gonna be so pissed. Alright, let's see if that got it unstuck. Shouldn't be that stuck. I mean, I was able to get off the guardrail. I see what's clipping. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get it from this way. Oh my god, I cannot drive. Who gave me a driver's license? They should not be, yeah. Nope. I'm just trying to tap it so that that part doesn't get stuck, because I see what's getting stuck. I don't know if that even worked. That should be good enough now. Alright, let's try and hook it up and see if we can get back to what we were originally going to do before I get anything else stuck. Alright, we got it. When all else fails, just, you know, YOLO. Alright, we're gonna lime this field. If I can not crash into anything. Looks like it doesn't really need much in the way of lime, but we'll do it anyway. Missed a little bit, but that should be fine. You guys aren't used to precision farming. Even if you miss a little bit, it will still count and say that it's been done. Alright, so we have oat growing in this field. Actually, let me look at the map here and I'll tell you, and we'll just see what's all growing instead of looking at the field info. So we have oat, oat, um, oat. Lots of oats being grown right now. Oat. So all of our fields look to be oat. Yep, oat. So they're all... Oh, oat. So that's... It's a lot of oats. Not even gonna lie. Alright, let's go... Trying to figure out how to get out of here now. Let's go across the street. Actually, go back over the bridge here. I'm gonna cut through here to get to my field. So I'm excited to see where this takes us. After, I initially started with Stone Valley, and the reason why I'm not doing Stone Valley anymore is, I had some PC problems, and I accidentally erased all of my farm sim games, mods, everything, maps, all the save data that I had, all gone. All went bye-bye. Oh boy. And instead of just starting over and trying to catch back up to where I was, because that's a lot of work, I decided I wasn't going to do Stone Valley. I might come back to it at a later time and date. But honestly, the map's just too big, and there's no BGA there, which kind of was my turnoff, because a biogas plant, it's pretty important. Um, it's you can get digestate there that can help with fertilizer. You can take your hay, straw, you can take your silage there. So I mean, I love the map in 19, but the map is just way different in 22, and it's more realistic, which I totally understand. Um, but I really, really, really wish there was a BJ there, because what I was gonna do is I was gonna have to put my own in, and I had lots of plans for that map. Like I was gonna do like try and do like 1,000 cows. I mean, I had some crazy stuff thought up in my head about it. But I don't know. After the accident with my computer, I just didn't want to go back to it. And I had a hard time picking what map we were going to do next. I have one that I'm thinking about doing along with this one. It won't be till we get well off into this one, where we're decently set, but it's a bigger map like this also, so lots of opportunities for, again, animals, contracts, lots of land. Even has some forestry, and even this map has some forestry. So lots of things we're gonna try. I might the next map that I do with this one might be a start from scratch map and challenge myself. Because I always start a new farmer or farm manager because it's pretty easy. For the most part. Start from scratch is something I've never really been a big fan of. But at the same time, I'm kind of wanting to maybe challenge myself a little bit. Because it can be hard even on start from scratch and farm manager. You know, okay, so say you don't do contracts and you just rely on your land. That's damn near impossible. So instead of doing something like that, just start from scratch. You have no land to start with. So then what? You have to do contracts. You don't have a choice. You gotta be more, you know, cautious about the vehicles that you buy. You can't just go for a big John Deere and say, hey, I got 600 grand, so I'm gonna go buy a new John Deere or a new Case or New Holland or wherever the case may be. It's something a little bit different, and if I don't enjoy it, well, then we won't do a start from scratch playlist ever again. But I'm gonna try it. And like I said, it's gonna be it's gonna be a few weeks down the line. I'm gonna work my ass off in this, playlist. I'm gonna try and give you guys, something different with the animals, because I wanted to do animals in Stone Valley, and I couldn't. We didn't get there, but I guarantee we're gonna do animals on this. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Um, the only reason why I won't do two at the same time starting out is because it takes hours and hours and hours of contract work and playing off video because there's only so much you can fit into an hour video. And I try and keep it under an hour because, you know, if you look up any other farm sim YouTuber, most of them are between a half hour to an hour long. So I want to try and keep mine under an hour. Um, like I said, it's so hard to fit everything into one video. And once my skills get better in editing, because I just started learning how to edit my videos, like I've never edited a day in my life. But once my skills get better, then yeah, we'll fast forward and I might be able to fit more in. Um, because like, for instance, baling. Baling takes forever. Especially if you're trying to make hay. You have to windrow it, you have to mow it, windrow it, or tether it, then windrow, then bale. You don't have to windrow, but it makes it look a little bit nicer and easier to pick up. So, things like that take forever. Harvesting on big fields can take a while. Um, so, like, once I learn my video editing skills, I might be able to fast forward and save some time. A little bit. Okay, this field's done. So now we can go... You know what? Do I really want to go all the way up north to that one little plot? Oh shit, I didn't take soil samples of this field. Totally forgot about field 11. Alright, we'll do field 11 next. Just gotta figure out how to get out of here. Alright, this is field 11. And one thing I like about the map, the jets, the airplanes flying around, that's pretty cool. I like that. They might get a little annoying after a while. Oh shit. Okay, we got it. We saved it. We got it. So after this, depending on how much time we have, because I'm trying to watch the time, we might do a contract or two. Um, but I think after this, after we do the fertilizing, time will probably be over, because unless I, stop the video and come back at least. Um, so let's go down and get these two, and then we'll go up north and get the last one. I think I'm going the right way. Actually, we almost all lime. There's a gas station, looks like. No, yep, maybe. Alright. Should be able to finish these fields off with the rest of the lime that we have, because we don't really have that much more to go on. These fields aren't super big, so that's also a plus on that side. Too bad that we don't have a horse corral with all the oats that we have planted in the ground right now. So that means for next crop rotation, I won't be able to plant cereal crops. So we'll have to figure something out for next year. Because if we look at the crop rotation, canola. Okay, that's what we have in the ground now. So we'd have to plant. Well, we could plant a cereal crop. Would have to plant anything else besides canola. So we could do corn. Sunflower wouldn't be that good of a yield. You'd want to do something that has like a 1 next to it, 1.0. I think that's how the crop rotation's new to me, but I think that's how it works. It's similar to what was in 2019. Did I not precision 21? Wait. Oh no, I just did 21. I'm a dumbass. Alright, I'm just gonna cut over here to our field. Yeah, so we won't need to fill up on lime because we'll have enough. We'll have some left over. I'll figure out what to do with it. I might have to buy a mod that lets me allows me to dump anything. Not government subsidy, but government drain or something where it allows you to like sell anything you want. Just because we don't have a place to store lime right now, but if we get lime in contracts, we could save the lime for that as well. So that's probably what we'll do instead. So I guess in a way that's kind of cheating, but okay. As much I don't want to drive into field 49, so we're going to sell that. I'm sorry, that's too far. I will drive around here. I mean, even to where our farm is, I don't know why they start out with these plots of lands, but maybe we can sell something, because if we look at to where our farm is, so, you know, field 35, not too bad. It's $1,278. 53,000. Like, fields are pretty cheap. So honestly, after we harvest from these fields, I'm probably gonna get something bigger up here by the farm, just because to me it makes more sense to have something up here. Um, so we're gonna kind of flip the fields in a way, hopefully, if that works out the way I want it to. So I don't have much lime in there right now, so I'm just going to kind of just reset my tractor and my fertilizer spreader to get the fertilizer. Alright, so now we're gonna we'll buy 8 bags. I'll hook this back up. I'll go on the other side so it doesn't fill up the lime. I don't have... So for fertilizer spreaders, you gotta use liquid fertilizer. You can't use solid. I think that's liquid. Let me... No, sorry. Solid fertilizer is what you use in here. Liquid's what you use in the sprayers. So technically, once I get back to the farm, we can technically use either the store here or the silo at the farm, if I remember correctly. If this is liquid, I'm pretty sure it's liquid fertilizer, but the pallets say it's. I looked at the pallets. Pallets of these aren't sold, so this must be solid. I'm assuming I should know this. I've played this many times. Yeah, it's solid. Okay, that makes sense. I don't pay attention very well, so I'm sure you guys will come to learn that eventually as you watch my videos. I am very bad at paying attention. So next, after this is done, we'll see what we have for contracts. If we have any. Let me look. So for contracts, I always do standard, and I do unlimited. Now, for delivery on harvest and delivery for baling contracts, I do 79% and 78%. Because base game, you normally get to take, after 8% of the profits, they allow you to keep some of it. And look here, lineman contracts and a baling contract. So we might do some of this later on. Not too sure. Or I'll do them off cam. So let's fertilize this and see if this helps with the yield potential, because I not. Oh, this ain't my field. Oh shit. This is exactly where I crashed last time. So if we look here, the potential right now, not good. Um, the expected potential is actually not bad, 101%. Yield potential to 125%. So that's not too bad with no fertilizer. But let's see if we can get this to change any once we fertilize it. This is my favorite fertilizer spreader in the game. I love it, love it, love it. You can do lime, you can do fertilizer, and it spreads at like, I think it's 45 meters. 42 meters. Oh shit, don't go in the water. Probably turn my crop sensor. I never did figure out like what the crop sensor actually does because you have precision farming, and if you take the soil samples, like it's the crop sensor is supposed to apply the right amount of nitrogen, but if that's what I don't understand is if you have precision farming, you take the soil samples, isn't that alright applying the right amount of nitrogen? Maybe I'm overthinking, but it makes sense to me. So why use the crop sensor? But I've never really messed around scientifically, tried to see if there was a difference. Unless it's because of the precision farming, you have to have that on the tractor even though you took the soil samples. It's the only other thing I can possibly think of. Glad I filled this fertilizer spreader all the way up because we're gonna need every bit of it. This is the biggest field I own. Oh crap! I missed some lime. Problem with liming before the crops come up is it looks like shit. Otherwise, it looks weird because normally you would lime after you harvest and plow and well after you. I would say after you harvest, mulch, plow, or cultivate, then you lime. Actually, you'd want it before cultivation. I guess. I don't know. I sometimes I do things where I'm supposed to, and other times I just half-ass it. All I know is this year they've made things a lot more in-depth, which I like. You know, I think that's cool. Not really a big fan of the stones. I think the stones are annoying, but it gives a nice take on real life farming. Alright, we're almost done with this field. The one thing I must say is the airplanes are cool, but they're starting to get a little annoying, so I might see if there's an option to turn those off somewhere. I'll have to look later when I get done taping this video. But this map is very, very well done. Um, and I'll have who made it in the comments because I didn't, or in the description because I didn't write down any notes before I took this video. I should have, but I just kind of looked at the map and said, oh, this looks cool, let's try this. So I'm going to let a worker do this for a minute. So if we look at the soil sample now, you see our pH value is perfect, nitrogen perfect, crop rotation good, previous was potatoes. Expected yield 99%. We went down for some reason. Maybe because of the soil. Yield potential is 100. If we go back over here, see if it changes. I'm looking at precision farming, so let's try going to the Lumi Sand and see if it changes any. Yep, 79%. So you can see that each soil type is different. So some soil types may be good for some things and other soil types may not be good for others. Uh, that unfortunately, nothing you can really do about that because you have to rotate crops. You can't really pick and choose what soil you have in your ground. So it may change over 10 years. We don't know, and that's something we're gonna find out. I've never played long enough to actually find out if soil samples change over years or not. I think that'd be something really cool to do. So hopefully we can do that in this series as well. I'm missing bits and pieces of the lime, but it will have to do. Probably, honestly, should have only fertilized it, but we'll be fine. Ooh. So I think after this, I'm going to do the contracts off stream, or off video. I say stream because I'm also a Twitch streamer. Uh, so I do apologize if I say stream because I'm used to saying stream. Um, I uh, I always hesitate on making YouTube videos because I never know what to talk about because when you're streaming, you can find things to talk about, with chat, but when you're just making a YouTube video, it can be very difficult, especially when like we're just driving here just liming and there's really nothing like to talk about. And that's something that's just going to come with time. So I do, something I also need to work on is just trying to find things to talk about while I'm doing this. Because there are times where I'm quite quiet. And that might even be, I might start even look, if these places are real, which I'm not sure if this one is, maybe I can look up some type of factual information about the area and talk about that. Just different odds and ends. So, this one's done. Let's go over and do field 11 and 57. And then we'll go down, do 39 and 21, and we'll be golden. Next episode will probably be a contract episode. Because if we look here, so oat doesn't get harvested till July. So it is currently March. We got a couple months. So I'm sure, I'll probably squeeze in a couple contracts. I know they can get repetitive, uh, but the only option is just me not doing it on video, doing it off video, and then just showing you guys, when it's time to harvest. I would rather show you guys contract work than just taking care of my land so that you can see them actually doing contract work. I won't be able to show everything, obviously, but I can show some of it. And then hopefully along the way we'll earn some money for a new harvester. I would really like a new harvester. And then, or, well, actually, we'd have to earn money for new bits and pieces of land. Because after I do the oats here, I'm gonna try and flip the land and sell it because it's too far away from our farm, and I would much rather have something up there closer to where the farm is. And those plots are awfully small, so I'm sure we can find something very affordable up there. And like I said, they don't sell for a whole lot. Alright, let's see if I can turn around without getting stuck. This is dangerous, but we made it. So yeah, definitely when we get up there, after we harvest the oats, I'll rent the harvester for the first year, and possibly the second, but we'll see. And then, we'll rely on contract work to make money. We'll flip the lands, buy some land up there, hopefully get some chickens going, because chickens are pretty easy. And I'm pretty sure there's gotta be other pens around the map somewhere, because I thought there were multiple cow pens if I remember reading the description of the map, but could be wrong. Oh shit. Alright. So yeah, I'll do the contracts off stream, or off stream, off video. I keep saying stream. I gotta stop saying that. Um, that's one thing I gotta work on. But we'll do the contracts off video, and then I'll try and come back with some more contracts. If there's none that pop up, then I will just do. I'll just wait till harvest, because there may not be contracts that pop up except for Limer and fertilizing. And I mean, I can show you guys that, but I I think you guys would much rather see like me harvest than me do lime and fertilizing jobs. But that's just me. Alright, that one's done. Cut over here and go over to my other field. And for a harvester, I don't think I really need anything super big, at least right now. I mean, these fields are, except for the one big one, they're fairly small. So I could probably get away with maybe a 7-meter header. Alright, so we'll go back to the farm. And, yeah. So next time you guys see me will either be A, contracts, or B, harvest time. It's really going to depend on what comes up for contracts. And right now all we have are lineman fertilizing contracts, which I can obviously show. But if we don't get a lot, then I'll probably just see you guys in harvest season. Like I said, you know, we'll figure this out. It's gonna be kind of a pain to start, you know, sell off our land and buy up more land, but like I said, it's cheap enough to where I think, at least most of them, it's gonna be cheap enough to where I think we can afford 4 or 5 plots of land. But we'll see. We'll see how much money we make from the linemen, from the contracts that I have now. Like I said, they don't pay a whole lot. If we get some more baling contracts, that'd be great, because that would definitely help. Baling contracts pay a good chunk. Harvesting contracts can as well, if you have the machinery. If you have things like cotton, sugar beets, potatoes, that gets a little expensive, because that machinery is way over 500,000, I would say. I mean, most harvesters are too, but I feel like most harvesters pay for themselves a lot more than, oh shit, a, a lot more than forage harvesters. I am stuck. How do I get out of here? This is not good. Aha, here's a gate. Okay, thank God. What is that pasture to? I want to see something. So I was just right here. Oh, that's a grass field that we don't own. Okay, I see. That'd be good for when we do cows. Because we don't really need cows right away. I don't think there are any pigs on this map, or sheep on this map either. Sheep and horses, I haven't seen. And this is definitely gonna be a map where I use a trailer, um, for my harvester headers, whether that be a low loader or a header trailer, will be yet to be determined. Probably took the long way around to the farm, if I were to assume. But we are here, our home sweet home. Well, we were here, but where the hell's the entrance? Maybe I have to go this way. Aha! Here's the entrance. We found it. We made it. So this is going to be our humble home for a long time. Probably forever, unless we find a new farm. But until then, I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, and if you really want to, go follow me on my Twitch. I will link it down in the profile below.